Hi, I'm Cody.
And I'm Charlie.
And this week's episode of WX4 features
Scott Lowe, who's no longer going steady with Athens, but they're still friends.
All right, well, welcome to the show, Scott.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Awesome. We got a phaser pedal.
It's upside down.
It is. We've got a delay pedal, a reverb, and a tremolo. What would you choose?
Delay.
Delay.
Yeah.
There you go. Get it.
Okay.
Peel that thing off.
Read this question right here.
Yes, sir.
Does the Zeppelin formula still work? Like, as in Led Zeppelin?
Yes.
This is a Charlie question, so you can answer him.
It's a formula of rock and roll.
Does
Does it still work?
No.
No.
I mean, it's awesome, but I mean, I don't want to like dog on like Greta Van Fleet and whatever, but like, you can't. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yes, dude, rock is still alive and relevant.
Greta
So yes,
Van
it does
Fleet.
work, but like, I don't think you can be like, I want to play like Led Zeppelin.
And sound just like Led Zeppelin.
Like, I mean, like
in every
you can
way.
play
Well,
blues
that's
rock.
because that young guy's voice is so uncannily close.
Just the whole vibe.
Yeah, I know.
Like the freaking banana pants.
But what if we were 18? What if we were 18?
That's what I was doing when I was 18.
Trying the Zeppelin
Oh yeah,
formula?
dude, I thought
So it
Jimmy
works for
Page.
18-year-olds.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Page was my hero, man.
See, Cody?
No, I respect it. I just
I
don't
mean,
like it.
I still love Song Remains the Same, that movie. That's one of
It's
my
a good.
favorite things.
So it
of
was a
all
good
time.
question.
Totally a good question.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, let's get a brief rundown on what you've done in your past, and then we'll catch up. We'll catch up to what you're doing now.
Okay.
But so, when did you start playing music and writing songs? Like the beginning of that.
I mean, I was 15. I was living in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and that's where Gibson came from. And for my 15th birthday, I got one of the last Gibsons made in Kalamazoo, SG Firebrand.
Right.
And got it from this little banjo lady teacher for $300.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be Jimmy Page or freaking.
Yeah.
I mean, I was super into Zappa and like all kinds of Hendrix, but then also like I was totally a folk. Like I would play solo a lot, even when I was 16, 17. I was out playing Bob Dylan and Grateful Dead songs and stuff.
Do you have Paul Simon records? Simon and Garfunkel records?
If you listen to music, you probably do.
Yes, you say you have Simon and Garfunkel. Plus our parents.
Yeah.
He said he's
had
got records of people that he doesn't even know. who
I
they are.
Well, yeah,
I nailed
that's
them to
just
trees in my.
That's
woods.
just the nature of the
Hold on,
technology.
hold on.
Oh, and it's collecting vinyl. Yeah.
You do what?
I nail the ones I don't want to trees and stuff in Hatch Camp.
In Hatch Camp. All right, we'll come back to Hatch Camp. So, 16, 17, you're listening to Zappa and all of that. When did you,
The formula.
the formula. When did you write your first song?
I mean, back then, I was
back
definitely 15 or 16. Like,
So you were writing then.
because that was like 1990, 91. You know, like REM and
2 years before I was
Nirvana
born.
and like. I mean, that was like I grew up in the grunge age. You know, like Nirvana and Pearl
So Charlie.
Jam and yeah, dude.
I was born in 93, so I kind of missed
Yeah,
that.
you missed all the
Yeah.
good music. But then I actually tried to move to Washington and go to jazz school, and the jazz program actually got shut down. While I was trying to get in it, they squashed the jazz program there.
Oh, yeah.
So I ended up actually studying jazz with this amazing dude. His name was Bill Kuhn in Vancouver, British Columbia for a long time. And he taught me a lot of the basics of jazz. Okay. But I was also like playing jam band music, like had dreadlocks, like
Do you have a picture of that?
So this would
Yeah.
be mid
Send that to me.
90s.
yes, this was like, you know,
Post Garcia.
I was at the last, like I was at Deer Creek and Soldier Field, last Grateful Dead shows, and then Fish Tour to Red Rocks and all kinds of stuff happened. So I was playing jam band stuff. I wanted to get into jazz so that I could like feel like I knew what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that, and then I moved to Atlanta. Went to the Atlanta Institute of Music for like 6 months.
And what year was that?
Let's see. I married a girl. I met a girl in Washington, married her in Vegas on the way to move to Atlanta. in 2001.
Okay.
And I tested out a Mosaic Institute of Music from studying music my whole life, really. And then graduated in like 7 months, 8 months or something, and hated Atlanta and moved to Athens.
Okay.
And then played in 27 bands in Athens.
27. What was the most notable, I guess you would say? One that sticks out to you the most.
I mean, Efren was like my...
I met you when you were in Efren.
I met
I'm
you.
just remembering this.
I mean,
This is what happened.
probably.
I think we talked about this.
We
I
met
bought your road case.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
my Super Reverb road case.
Yeah, for my 4x10.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about this record now.
Okay, so I moved up to Clayton 5 years ago. Recorded this record, and actually, I recorded it with a fellow named Leslie Watts. He makes microphones and preamps and stuff up in Tiger, Georgia, which is right south of Clayton.
Yeah, I got some cats from there.
But we recorded that all in his little cabin with all the mics he built, and he built preamps to match them. And he actually made this cool poly ribbon mic, which is a multiple ribbon microphone.
Really?
It's really cool.
That's awesome.
So we recorded that. There's a bunch of Athens heads on there: Seth Hendershot and Betsy Frank and Dennis Williamson. And there's also some like mountain folks that I put on there too. And then we have this one.
Here, I got you on that one. Yeah, what's up with this, guys? This is newer, right?
This is newer. Just came out last June. It is mostly me and a fiddle player, and it's folk songs about not my bullshit.
Okay, so what's the name of both of these?
This one's called The New Vintage, and that one's called Burning Tires, Smoking Guns.
Are they both online? Can they find
Yeah,
them
you
online?
can find them on all the
Spotify,
places.
Hey,
all
you know
places?
what? You remember you played when the stage was the small stage?
Yeah.
You were... I think you were like, we're going to make a record called... What was you saying?
Burning Tires, Smoking
Yeah,
Guns.
you hadn't even made it, and now, look.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that,
Yeah,
because
Burning
now I
Tires,
get to
Smoking
see
Guns.
it,
Totally.
and there it
Here's
is.
the back.
These are both out on 10-foot
I'm guessing
Woody.
that's you?
Yeah, that's me. With longer hair.
It's out on what?
They're on 10-foot Woody Records out of Columbia, South Carolina. That was recorded at the Jam Room.
Who did this artwork?
Look at the Woody. The Woody car.
Yeah. My brother did the cover on that, and that painting is actually like a 7-foot by 4-foot. My brother's an artist. His name's Adam O'Day. Go look him up. His art that's a 7-foot by 4-foot painting.
Nice.
When did you leave Athens?
I lived in Athens 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
2 days before Christmas, to live with my lady, who we had broke up for a little while. Then we got back together and moved up to the mountains. Quit drinking, kind of needed to get away. And then we got engaged, got married, got pregnant, needed to buy a place. And we found this piece of property just to the east of Clayton, Georgia, in Raven County. And I immediately kind of saw an out from playing 200 plus shows a year and traveling around by myself and trying to do the troubadour thing. And like immediately was like, I'd already been fly fishing. Like as soon as I moved up there, her stepdad gave me a fly rod. So I've only really been fly fishing 4+ years. Maybe it was I don't know, maybe 5 years. But saw this property, and it has a private trout stream and land and sweet house like across the street, kind of away from the creek. And I immediately saw like stage, campground, fly fishing, guided lessons.
Right, okay.
Catch and release, get these trout big, show some nice two-handers. And I was like, hold on, let me go fish this creek, make sure there's trout in here. And I went in and caught 14 trout the first time I went through it. And I was like, put an offer in.
Whoa.
Let's go. And put an offer in, moved in a month before the big eclipse.
Oh, the crazy eclipse?
Yeah, and we were in totality up there. So people were like, can we camp? There's nowhere to stay. Everywhere was booked. And I was like, sure, $30 a tent. Ended up having like 35 groups. Phil Hatch Camp like 4 weeks after we moved in.
So fun.
And
Sounds
That's
so
perfect.
fun.
Oh yeah, and I called like...
Was it fun?
It was amazing. I called like a bunch of musician friends. I was like, hey, if y'all want to camp for free and play a set. And we ended up having like 8 performers play. And like the first night I remember, I had a couple like solar LED lights down there, but not a whole lot of lighting. So like up on stage, you could see the person, but you couldn't see anybody out there. And I remember playing, and it was like after dark, and I figured people would start filtering away. And I finished my first song, and it was like 90 folks just like, and I was like, holy, this is magic, y'all. Like, there's magic right here.
Yeah.
And we're going to create a place where people can come and be happy and come and get cultured and find happiness and escape or whatever through music and fly fishing and camping and playing outside. And, you know, hopefully people kick me some dollars to come do that with us. And, you know, now we do concerts twice a month and like big full day events with music and vendors and
It's this again.
So-
Hatch Camp and Art Farm.
So does that mean we got to come out there?
Yes,
We
y'all are
do
going to
need.
come up there.
We have to make a trip out there.
Like WX4.
Yeah, WX4 on War Woman Creek.
What kind of artists do you have come up there and play? You know, is it
Man, we've had
mainly, bluegrass?
A lot of bluegrassy,
and
folky, Americana stuff, but we've also had like a ska band from Atlanta played.
Right.
We had a Grateful Dead tribute band play. On 420 this year, we're having a charity fly fishing tournament with Jamaican food all day, and myself and a dude who plays like ska music is gonna play.
Okay.
Like y'all have to go on our Facebook and our Instagram and look at the calendar.
Which is what?
Hatch Camp and Art Farm. You'll find it. I know you can do it. You're young.
Oh no, not me. Them.
Just-
That's who I'm telling.
I think they're both at Hatch Camp and Art Farm, but maybe not.
Is there anything you want to say about your song, "The Night the Music Died"?
It's kind of like my breakup tribute song to Athens, Georgia. I love this town, but I also had to leave, but I love it, and I love to come back and do stuff like this.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for watching. Up next is Scott Lowe's performance of "The Night the Music Died." Next week, same place, same time.
I ain't trying to impress you no more. I'm done running into your doors like a street's pale of gold. Take some special kind of mold. Broke my strings on every stage, sang my songs full of rage. 200 shows I'd play from sea to shining sea. While I was gone, it seems you forgot about me. I fell in love at first sight. You can hear these songs all through the night. Maybe I've gone and lost my religion to a southern rock opera on the night Henry Parsons died. On the night Vic Chestnut died. Then my heart told me, move north. And these songs told me to go forth. 200 shows I'd play from sea to shining sea. While I was gone, it seems you forgot about me. Made a record in these hills, got away from the booze and the pills. I'm done running up your flagpole. Feel like these years were stolen. I fell in love at first sight. You can hear these songs all through the night. Maybe I've gone, lost my religion to a southern rock opera. On the night Henry Parsons died. On the night Vic Chestnut died. Stay where it's small town, I love you. I'll be back when the scene is right. Football and bulldogs may rule your streets. Let the freaks take back the night. I fell in love at first sight. You can hear these songs all through the night. Maybe I've gone and lost my religion to a southern rock opera. On the night Henry Parsons died. On the night Vic Chestnut died. On the night that the music died.